No parent is prepared to hear their child has cancer. Now this summer, one Starkville family learned their 18-month-old had a form of pediatric cancer. Well, she's now cancer-free. Our Scott Martin sat down with the Joy and TJ Bradford family, who is sharing their story to help others have hope.
She doesn't know it now, but little Reagan was diagnosed with what could have been a deadly cancer. Her mom, Joy, was at work when her husband had to make the gut-wrenching phone call.
TJ called me and he said it's cancerous. And it was the toughest thing we've ever walked through.
That moment felt like the hardest punch in the gut that you could imagine.
It took multiple office visits before doctors finally learned Reagan had B-cell lymphoma.
I was just asking God, I was like, how is this possible? This is not real life. I was screaming like, this is not real life. This is not possible. How is this our life?
Emotions flooded Joy and TJ. Faithful believers, the two were embarking on their toughest battle, spiritually, physically, and mentally.
You have anger, you have fear, you have just uncertainty, and it's a disorienting experience is what it's like.
Leaning on faith, the Starkville family was faced with another challenge. Doctors feared the cancer was in her blood.
We were just praying and believing. We was like, okay, God, this changes nothing about you. This does not change who you are. This does not change, what we believe. So we need you to come through.
And that's exactly what happened. The cancer was concentrated to the mass on Reagan's ear.
It let me know that the Lord is like, I'm with you. I'm with you. I promised you. He promises He'd never leave us or forsake us. And
it was a hard mountain for them to climb, but their faith never wavered as Joy leads other believers in worship at Life Church.
Believe that the God that we serve is the God who He says He is. Either we believe Him or we don't. We have faith or we won't.
They want others to know their mountains can be moved too.
It's okay to be angry, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be upset, but that doesn't change who God is.
That's right.
It doesn't change anything about God.
faith is a blind thing, so you're not seeing naturally all the time what God's doing in the background. So
that was our Scott Martin bringing us that feel-good story. Reagan is still undergoing treatment and will for the next 2 years. Now, if someone is going through a situation like this, the Bradfords are reaching out to help minister. You can email them at bradfordfamily1107@gmail.com.